On a tense May morning, a federal courtroom in New York became the epicenter of global attention as actor Jamie Foxx took the stand to testify against Sean Diddy Combs, a man who was once considered a close friend and ally. Foxx's testimony would not just be another celebrity scandal, it would unravel the dark underbelly of Hollywood, an industry where power, influence, and money often conceal corruption, violence, and exploitation. Once celebrated as one of Hollywood's most charismatic figures, Foxx had known Diddy for over 2 decades. They had shared the spotlight, laughed at lavish parties, and toasted to their mutual success. But what had once been a brotherly bond was now the source of a deep betrayal. This trial would reveal the truths that had been hidden for years, truths about Diddy's violent tendencies, criminal activities, and the exploitation of vulnerable women. "I know some will call me a traitor, but staying silent makes me complicit," Foxx declared from the witness stand. "For 2 decades, I turned a blind eye, feigned ignorance, because I too enjoyed the rewards of this corrupt system. But today, I'm here to tell the truth." With these powerful words, Foxx stepped into the light to expose the horrors that Hollywood had worked tirelessly to keep under wraps. Once a trusted confidant of Diddy, Foxx had seen the ugly truth of his former friend's life. And now, armed with the courage to speak out, Foxx was ready to face the consequences and bring the powerful mogul to justice. Foxx's testimony wasn't just a personal revelation. It was a moral reckoning with the industry at large. Hollywood, once seen as the land of opportunity, was a facade, a place where dark secrets were kept hidden by those in power. Foxx, once a part of that world, had learned that the cost of fame wasn't always worth the price. Now standing in the courtroom, Foxx was determined to show the world that the glamorous life wasn't what it appeared to be. "I've seen what Diddy has done. Not just to me, but to Cassie and countless others," Foxx continued, his voice steady. "I have the evidence to prove it. I'm here to unmask the devil hiding in plain sight." His words sent shockwaves through the courtroom as Foxx began to recount the painful moments that had led to his decision to turn against Diddy. The two men's friendship had begun in 2004, at a time when Foxx was riding high on the success of Ray, which had earned him an Academy Award. At the time, Foxx was an electrifying new star, and Diddy was the mogul who seemed to have it all. Foxx was invited into Diddy's exclusive circle, a world of parties, celebrity, and endless opportunities. Foxx, excited by the prospect of further success, accepted Diddy's invitation and soon found himself at the heart of the entertainment world. However, as the years passed, Foxx began to see the darker side of Diddy's life. What seemed like the opportunity of a lifetime quickly became a nightmare. The glamorous parties, the world-famous guests, and the incredible wealth were merely a cover for a much darker reality. Foxx found himself witnessing abuse, violence, and the exploitation of women behind closed doors. One of the turning points for Foxx came when he was invited to one of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. These parties, held in Diddy's mansion, were legendary in Hollywood. They were known for their excess and debauchery. At one such gathering, Foxx witnessed the brutal assault of Cassie Ventura, Diddy's girlfriend at the time. Foxx recalled how Cassie was forced to endure violence, coercion, and submission at Diddy's hands. "That was when I realized I couldn't be part of this anymore," Foxx said, his voice thick with emotion. "I tried to walk away, but Diddy wouldn't let me. He threatened me, told me that no one walks away from him unscathed." Foxx's decision to confront Diddy and ultimately walk away wasn't easy. It wasn't just about leaving a toxic friendship. It was about standing up for what was right, even if it meant risking everything. Foxx didn't just walk away from Diddy. He made a decision to take action, to expose the truth. Over the years, Foxx quietly began gathering evidence, recordings, documents, and testimonies that would one day serve as the foundation for his eventual testimony. The evidence he collected wasn't just about exposing Diddy's violence. It was about exposing the entire system that allowed such abuse to go unchecked. In 2016, Foxx and Cassie made the brave decision to release a video showing Diddy assaulting Cassie in a hotel hallway. The video was undeniable proof of Diddy's violence, and for a brief moment, it seemed like justice would finally be served. But within minutes of the video going viral, it was wiped from the internet. Social media platforms, under pressure from Diddy's powerful network, removed all traces of the video. The video had been their final hope to bring Diddy down, but Diddy's influence had once again won the day. But Foxx and Cassie didn't give up. They continued to gather evidence, to document every crime, every instance of abuse, and every corrupt deal Diddy was involved in. They collected records of human trafficking, money laundering, and drug smuggling. They tracked the movement of illicit funds through shell companies and exposed the network of officials and media outlets that helped shield Diddy from justice. By 2023, after years of painstaking work, Foxx and Cassie were ready to take their final shot. Armed with years of evidence and a newfound sense of determination, they decided to confront Diddy in court. Foxx's testimony would not just be about his own suffering. It would be about all the victims who had been silenced, all the lives that had been destroyed by Diddy's crimes. Foxx entered the courtroom, his heart heavy with the weight of the years of pain he had endured. His voice quivered as he spoke of the events that had led him to this moment. He spoke of Diddy's power, of his ability to control people, and of the dark secrets that lurked behind the glittering facade of Hollywood. Foxx wasn't just exposing one man's crimes. He was exposing an entire system of corruption that had been allowed to thrive for decades. "The truth isn't easy," Foxx declared in the courtroom, "but it's worth fighting for. I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing it for Cassie. I'm doing it for the countless other women who suffered in silence because of this man. Diddy may have his wealth and his power, but the truth is stronger." As Foxx's testimony unfolded, it became clear that this was no ordinary trial. This was about more than just one man's misdeeds. It was about the culture of abuse that had been allowed to thrive in Hollywood, a culture that had been shielded by wealth, influence, and fear. But now, with Foxx's courage and the damning evidence he presented, the truth was finally coming to light. Diddy's legal team attempted to discredit Foxx, labeling him a liar and accusing him of seeking personal revenge. But the evidence Foxx provided was irrefutable. The hidden camera footage, the audio recordings, the documents, they all painted a clear picture of Diddy's actions. As the trial continued, the public rallied behind Foxx and Cassie. Social media was flooded with support, and hashtags like #Justice for Victims and #Diddy Exposed gained traction. People who had once admired Diddy now saw him for who he truly was, a man who used his power to manipulate, abuse, and destroy those who crossed him. The tide was turning. Hollywood, long known for turning a blind eye to the misdeeds of its most powerful players, was now being forced to confront its own complicity in the abuse of power. The truth, no matter how painful, had to be acknowledged. In the courtroom, Foxx's voice rang with conviction. "I may have been silent for too long," he said, "but today I speak the truth. This isn't just about Diddy. It's about all of us. We have a responsibility to stand up for the truth, no matter how powerful the person standing against us is." As Foxx stepped down from the witness stand, there was a sense of finality in the air. But the fight wasn't over. Diddy's empire was still strong, and his power was far-reaching. But Foxx had taken the first step toward justice, and for the first time in a long time, there was hope.